What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you all are doing well today. Thank you so much for stopping by. The support truly means a lot. And to all my new viewers, welcome to the family. Welcome to the family. Today, I will be reacting to another highly suggested video. And that video will be top 10 places to visit in Scotland. Now, I'm pretty much aware of all the attractions I could get in the UK, but I'm not aware of what I could get for my money out in Scotland, man. So let's go ahead and check it out. I'm really looking forward to this. Thank you so much, everybody, for the recommendations. It truly means a lot. I actually need to make a whole new suggestion link because I believe it's full. A lot of you guys have been telling me down below in the comments and in my DMs, hey, man, I tried to recommend this video, but your suggestion link was talking about it's full and it's not working. That's because y'all been showing a brother that love. I gotta go ahead and make a whole new suggestion link. I'm sorry, everybody that tried to recommend some videos but couldn't get it through to me, so you guys had to go ahead and email me separately or something, or hit me up on Instagram. I am truly sorry, but I'm gonna go ahead and fix that. Let's jump right into this video. Please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. Here we go.
My name is Ryan, and last summer I did a road trip around Scotland, and I want to show you my favorite places. So here's my Scotland top 10.
But how you get up there, though? I want to know how he got up there.
If you want to go back in time and feel like you're in a fairy tale, Scotland is the place for you. It's easy to see why so many legends and
you see it like
popular books such as Harry Potter have been born here. It's truly one of the world's most enchanted places. So for our first location, we're going to visit the Old Man of Storr.
The Old
Man of Storr is located on the Isle of Skye, which is about a 5-hour drive from Edinburgh. It's one of my all-time favorite rock formations. I felt like I was
5-hour drive. 5-hour drive just to go see some rocks? Or is there more to it? Let's get back to the video. 5 hours kind of threw me off. Whoa. Oh my goodness.
Was on the set of Game of Thrones. When you drive to the store, you can see it in the distance and it gets you like so pumped. It's just such a cool rock formation. Now, to hike to the Old Man of Storr, it's about a 4-kilometer walk. You'll go through some conservation gates and you'll reach the infamous rock pinnacles. I went there for sunrise and sunset, and both occasions were absolutely breathtaking. When I was there, crows were flying around the rocks and there was just some sheep running around. I mean, it was so magical. The legend of the Old Man of Storr is supposedly a giant lived there a long time ago, and when he was buried, his thumb was left sticking out of the ground, creating the mystical rock formations. When you go there, it's easy to see why it's one of the world's most iconic rock formations. I have to say this is one of my all-time favorite.
You know, I kind of like keeping up with myths because a lot of people may say they're dumb. Like, why are you believing it? It might be a lie, but what if it's not? I mean, was you here when the Giants were here? We wasn't even thought of yet. Like, I like believing in these mysteries because it leaves me to wonder, like, wow, where did these rocks come from? How did they form here? Matter of fact, how did you get this rock on top of this one right here? Like, little things like that leave me curious.
Favorite places, and I recommend everyone to see it at least once in their life. Just a few minutes away from the Old Man of Storr, there's a breathtaking waterfall called Mealt Falls that cascades down into the ocean. There's also a nice viewpoint where you can get a great view of the waterfall. There's also just beautiful sea cliffs in the area. One of the most famous is Kilt Rock, which looks like a kilt that descends down to the ocean. All the east side of the Isle of Skye, there's just such beautiful coastline there. So after, we're going to head over to another one of Scotland's most iconic locations, to the Glenfinnan Viaduct. So it's located at
Glenfinnan Viaduct. Wait, Viaduct? Whoa.
Most iconic locations to the Glenfinnan Viaduct. So it's located at the top of Loch Shiel in the West Highlands of Scotland. It was completed around 1898. So it may look familiar because it was featured in Harry Potter. You'll see the train going there when it's heading to Hogwarts. So when I was there, I wanted to get a close-up to the bridge, so I walked underneath it, and I was just shook by how big it really was. I mean, those arches are just massive. So after, I hiked to a good vantage point where I could see the famous train go across the viaduct. I mean, it is just such a magical place. The backdrop of Loch Shiel.
Especially if you could catch the train. Oh. Especially if you could catch the train going by. beautiful, man. Get some pictures of the train. Get a little photo bomb with the train in the background. You know, something. This is really good for the Harry Potter fans. I'm not really a Harry Potter fan, but I don't care. I'll still go visit, man. I'm curious as to where these things were recorded, as to where these scenes were filmed. Yes, I'm still curious.
It's absolutely stunning and definitely recommend visiting there. All right, so after Glenfinnan, we're going to head over to Edinburgh. Now, if you want to go back in time, Edinburgh is a must. Edinburgh is the place where J.K. Rowling was when she wrote Harry Potter. So when you're going to go there, you're going to get all sorts of magical inspiration. When I first started solo traveling, Edinburgh was one of the first places I've ever went to. It's this medieval old town with intricate neoclassical buildings, cobblestone streets, and beautiful gardens. The iconic Edinburgh Castle overlooks the city and is home to Scotland's crown jewels.
Okay, now this is very accurate. This is nice. Have you guys ever been to Disney World? It don't even matter. Well, the one in Florida, actually. It probably does matter. Have you guys ever been to Universal Studios, or was it Harry Potter World? I don't even know what it was called. All I know is we had like a 5-day pass, man, to the Universal Studio parks. And I believe it was Universal Studios where it had like the Harry Potter ride. And when you walk in that area, it like, the whole area transforms. It's like you're walking into a medieval town from back in the 80s. There's castles. It's like real old. The theme is very old. There's like wizards walking around. You could purchase wands and stuff. It looks just like this. Not as good as it, you know, but they mimicked it pretty good. Oh, wow. Now I'm going to have to actually visit because it felt like we was in a whole nother world. And then they had like little things flying around and people floating. I'm like, how you floating? Wait, where the stick at? I'm putting my hand under their feet. Like, why are you not falling? How are you floating like this? Like, yeah. Come to find out, we could get this in this town too? Oh, it's beautiful, man.
I was there. I didn't go in the castle because it was so crowded and I didn't really feel like spending money. Kind of regret it, but definitely recommend go checking that out. One of my favorite places in Edinburgh is Calton Hill. It's just a short walk from the castle and it offers a beautiful view of the city. They have this really cool national monument there, these really cool pillars. All right, so while we're still in Edinburgh, we're gonna head over to Arthur's Seat. Now, Arthur's Seat is located in Holyrood Park and is just a short walk from Edinburgh Center. Now, Arthur's Seat is an extinct volcano that has an elevation of 823 feet. When I was there, I just saw Arthur's Seat from the distance and I was like, okay, I want to hike it because I wanted to get a view of all of Edinburgh. So anyways, I made the hike up. You'll walk around Holyrood Park, take the short little hike up there. When I was there, it was so windy. I like couldn't believe how windy it was. It nearly blew me over. After I hiked to the top, I went down and walked around Holyrood Park and just enjoyed the views of Edinburgh. Just such a beautiful city.
Oh, that's amazing. You got a whole view of everything below.
So after Edinburgh, we're gonna head back over to the west side of Scotland to visit the Eilean Donan Castle. Hope I said that right. If you're driving to the Isle of Skye, you're gonna drive right by it. It's situated on a small tidal island at a point where 3 great sea locks meet. So the castle was built in the 13th century. I'm really mad at myself because I didn't stop here. When I first drove by it, it was good weather. I just didn't even know it existed. And then the second time I drove by it, it was just pouring rain. So I just couldn't even go to the castle. It's definitely one of the biggest regrets I have of it in Scotland. So definitely don't make my mistake and make sure you make a pit stop at one of Scotland's most famous castles. All right, so after the castle, we're gonna make the short drive over to the nearby Cuillin Mountains. Now, the Cuillin Mountains are this very unique mountain range located on the Isle of Skye. When I was there, I went to the Slickishan Bridge, which is at the base of the Cuillin Mountains. The Slickishan Bridge is just super famous.
I mean, look. Judging by the pictures, it looked like these places be empty. I mean, I could be wrong. It is a video. But how's the tourist attractions at these places? I mean, is it packed? Is it overcrowded? I don't like overcrowded. Reminds me of the city now. You know, I don't like overcrowded.
and scenic. When I was there, I didn't get many shots of the bridge because there was a lot of people on them.
Oh.
But I did get some beautiful shots of the mountains. They had such a unique shape. I love the contrast of the green peaks against the blue sky backdrop. I mean, it was just such a stunning
Beautiful.
location. Another enchanting location in the Cuillin Mountains is the Fairy Pools. Now, the Fairy Pools is just a short 30-minute drive from the Sligashan. The fairy tales, they're just located at the base of a dramatic black Cuillin Mountains. I was just blown away by the vibrant green slopes and the dark mountain in the background. It was just pitch black. I felt like Gandalf was going to run down
And then
with
it's
a
like
massive
foggy.
horse army, like in the Two Towers Lord of the Rings movie. It was just so epic. When I was there, there were so many midges, which are like these annoying gnat-like bugs that bite. I mean, they're just horrible. I didn't have any bug sprays, so I didn't dare walk down to the pools. I mean, I wish I would have gone. I mean,
You wish you would have gone. You passed this up, man?
those pools are just such an iconic sight. The water is so magical and so clear, so that's another one of my regrets when I went to Scotland. So make sure you either bring bug spray or go in a different time than August. That's when I was there.
The bugs ain't getting me,
after the
man.
fairy pools, we're gonna head over to another mythical location, to the Fairy Glen. Now, the Fairy Glen is a very popular destination in the Isle of Skye. To get there, you're gonna drive on this really small, sketchy road to get there. Find a little parking spot, and then you just make like the short 5-minute hike to the Fairy Glen. Now, what it's famous for is it has these rings of rocks, and people often put some money in the center as an offering to the fairies. When I was there, I found this really cool rock formation that I hiked to so I could get a better view of those rings, and I also got some really cool views of the area. I mean, the grass is just so green there. I mean, it was such a cool place. I felt like a kid walking around those green hills, keeping my eyes open, see if I could see any mythical creatures or any fairies.
Yeah.
It'll put you in a magical mindset. All right, so after the Fairy Glen, we're gonna head over to the Duncansby Stacks. Hope I said that right. Anyways, it's located in the most northern eastern part of the British mainland, just right at the tip there. It's quite the drive from Edinburgh, so it's quite the road trip. It's home to some of the world's most beautiful sea stacks. Unfortunately, when I was in Scotland, I didn't have enough time to drive up there, but when I'm back, I'm going to make sure I visit the dramatic landscape. I just can't get over how epic.
Man, these places are kind of far. I'm gonna need about a month. I'm gonna need about a month. A month of pure travel. A month of pure travel. They gotta have some type of discounts or something for this, right? They gotta have some type of all-inclusive. Now, ain't no all-inclusive out there. Is there? Ain't no all-inclusive out there, man. You know, in America, we steady looking for all-inclusive for these trips. I don't know if I could get that out there in England. Please let me know in the comments so I can know how much to bring. Because that's honestly going to help. Now, if I could get all-inclusive somewhere, like a nice all-inclusive hotel, all-inclusive resort, and I can still go out and about, beautiful. But if I can't, that's fine. That's completely fine. Just going to have to bring a couple extra dollars.
The sea pinnacles are just such an insane location.
Definitely
All
worth
right,
it
so
for the
after the
experience,
sea
though.
stacks, we're
work for a
going
reason,
to head
right?
over to the Bidean Bian
Bidean
Mountain.
Bian.
Probably said that wrong, but anyways, I found this place by accident. I was driving from the Isle of Skye down to Glasgow, and I stumbled upon this magic location. I mean, I couldn't believe how huge these mountains were. I felt like I was in Switzerland or Norway. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, look at the roads. They all look like some midgets. Like little tiny ants. Compared to these mountains, oh my goodness.
I didn't even know Scotland had just big mountains. I thought it was pretty flat. The Bidean Bian is 3,770 feet high, so it's just huge. I mean, there's a scenic waterfall, and the valley was just beautiful. There was some sheep grazing. If you keep driving towards Glasgow, you'll pass some more massive mountains, such as this one. And then if you keep going, you will drive by Loch Lomond, which is just another massive lake. This is why I love driving in Scotland. There's just so many beautiful occasions that you just stumble upon accidentally. All right, so for our final location, we're gonna head back over to the Isle of Skye to the Quiraing Mountains. Now, aside from the old Man of Storr, I'd have to say the Quiraing is one of my favorite places and landscapes in Scotland. It's a set of dramatic rock formations located on the side of a mountain. Quiraing was formed by a landslide long time ago. The grass is so green there, I felt like I'm like on a giant golf course. Anyways, to get there, I drove up this windy road. Be careful because I popped my tire because the road is super bumpy. Anyways, I got to the parking lot and I started the trek to the Quiraing. Now, it was a super easy hike. It only took me like 30 minutes. There's no elevation gain. On the hike, I came across some sheep that were just vibing. I also saw some really cool rock fields, and then I was just surrounded by just these magical
Very
mountains.
vibrant, man.
They just have this really unique shape that I've never seen before. There's little lakes, and then you have the view of the ocean. It's just such a unique place.
I gotta bring like a drone. I gotta bring a drone with me so I could really see. That mountain right there, that one I cannot go up on. Oh, let's get the drone. What? Because I'm going as high as possible. What? And I'm going to roll my way down.
When I was there, I was lucky enough to have sunny weather. A lot of people I've talked to said when they've gone, it's just been so cloudy they couldn't even see anything. So I feel pretty fortunate about that. The Quiraing is just such a beautiful area that offers great hiking trails and just some of the world's most outstanding views. Alright, so that is it for my Scotland video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Scotland is just one of the world's most magical and beautiful places. There's a lot of locations that I left out. So much more to explore in just my video. But
I'm trying to figure out how did he get up there, man? How did you get up there?
I hope this helps and hope it inspires you to visit somewhere new this year. If you guys like my content, make sure you subscribe and give this a like so more people can see it. Also, you can follow me on Instagram at shirley.films. It's Ryan, and we will see you.
Ryan, this was an amazing video. If you guys enjoyed this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and turn all post notifications on. And if you believe this 10 places to visit in Scotland list was accurate, let me know down below in the comments as well. Or if you feel that this list was not accurate, and if you feel that he missed a couple places, let me know them in the comments down below. If you guys would like to recommend some more of these amazing videos for me to react to, feel free to spam my comment section and use that new suggestion link down below in my description. And feel free to share this video and this channel to your friends and family members and tell them we on that road to 10K. We gonna hit 10K before the summertime. Mark my words, before the summertime. Oh yeah, we gonna make it happen. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Stay safe.